Oh, get ready, everybody. Here we go. Welcome to the fun. It's the Big Mouse Show. Step right up. Let me tell you what's the scoop. Jamie, Carter, Sam. Welcome to our crew. Magic in the air, gonna raise the sound. Mensa active games where the smiles abound. Disney dreams alive. Oh, we're on a quest with our family vibes. We're truly blessed. From the rankings to the laughs, it's the ultimate ride. In the Big Mouse House, let's enjoy the vibe. In the Big Mouse House, we're living the dream.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Big Mouse House. You have stepped into the Big Mouse House.
Welcome to the Big Mouse House. You stepped into the Big Mouse House. Welcome to the Big Mouse House. We in the Big Mouse House.
I hereby banish you forever.
What's up, Disney family? You've just stepped into the Big Mouse House. I'm Jamie, your resident Big Mouse. I'm here with Carter and Sam. How you doing today, guys?
Feeling great.
Man,
Feeling great.
I know Carter's feeling good. Pacers are winning, and we're talking
25.
Disney. We're talking Disney, baby.
How many Mickey Wobbles could you eat right now, Carter?
Not a lot. I just ate some real good steak.
I don't.
Who made you that steak, buddy?
Mrs. Big Mouse.
That's what I'm talking about. So we're 4 episodes in, and somehow we haven't burned the house down yet, so we'll consider that progress. Today, we're going to bring you a little bit more Disney chaos with some questionable Disney theories, a game or two that will definitely make you question everything you thought you knew about the parks. Plus, we're going to continue to nod toward our segments that you guys enjoy so much, and we thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being part of our journey. So let's talk about some rides, some snacks, some secrets, and probably at least one heated debate about whether Frozen belongs in Norway. So whether you're listening or planning your next Disney trip, stuck in traffic, we're here for you. We're your people. So let's grab your favorite Disney snack, settle in, and let's get it. Let's go, guys.
Trying to focus here.
So in an effort to keep you guys in the loop, we're going to offer you some breaking news. We're going to talk a little bit today, guys, about Test Track. The ride closed all the way back on June the 17th, 2024 for a massive overhaul. They're calling this Test Track 3.0. Up to this point, we only know a few details about what to expect when the ride opens on July 22nd, 2025. Sam, where will you be on July 22nd, 2025?
I will not be at Test Track, and I would not be caught dead in Epcot on that day. It's going to be insane. Jamie and I had this really good conversation last night about this. And I said, man, Jamie, would it be worth it to ever go to a park on the opening day of an attraction or a retheme or something like that? I think we both came out saying it's not worth it.
Yeah, especially for something like this. I'm excited about it because we love Test Track. But I don't know that it's going to be this breaking technology. I think at the end of the day, it's still going to be the same track that we're on. I just think it's going to be themed different.
It's probably still going to be a test as well.
That's right. What I've heard is they're moving it from this idea of conception of what driving in a vehicle could or would be to more of a reality and more of a nod to transportation in the past, present, and future. So we have been told that the queue is going to feature 6 distinct exhibits that will celebrate vehicles as well as the people behind them who usher in the next chapter of our journey. Imagineers are already adding new show scenes that will showcase technology, their advances, and show how our lifestyles and relationships to mobility connect everyone. That's a direct quote. So we're going to be able to take a joyride through scenes, focusing on technology in the vehicles, customization, and personalization, ending with a trip through a scenic outdoor route. I saw a video today. It was very forest looking, very north part of California, maybe Oregon type of scenery. But now that Disney's announced even more details about what we can expect when the ride opens in just a few short weeks, guys, it's not often that we have a full year between a ride being done, but that's definitely been the case with this. We're seeing it also duplicated with Big Thunder Mountain where they're overhauling. So I'm really anxious to see how this is going to turn out. I'm with Sam. I don't know that I want to share it with the other, 40,000 people that day, but I am interested to see how this is going to work out. Carter, you ready to see Test Track back?
I am. I'm not a huge, just car guy, but I've always loved the theme of Test Track. In 1.0, you were a test dummy. You know, and then
I did like that.
In
one.
the second part, you were trying to design your own car that would be the most efficient. And so I'm excited to see what they do next. One of my favorite rides just across all parks. So let me ask you this. Do you guys prefer Test Track 1.0 or 2.0? Which one did you guys like better?
I don't really even know if I remember the distinction between the two, and I don't know if I even did the test dummy one. If I did, I just remember it being fast.
Mm-hmm.
So I have more of a memory of Test Track 2.0. So I'm going to say Test Track 2.0.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the original Carter just because it was new and fresh, but I think it was more believable. I didn't like the cartoony part of 2.0 where you're in the room designing the vehicles that had nothing to do with what you were going to do once you got out there.
That's just getting in the way.
Yeah,
Literally just let me go.
It's a
get on the
time
ride.
eater, right? I'd rather just skip that part and get in line and get to moving. I did enjoy the first iteration with the crash test dummies. I thought that fit. I just think it fit better, but that's just me.
Yeah, I think the biggest part about Test Track being back, beside it being the fastest ride in Disney World, which is super great, is it's going to bring balance back to Epcot. When they brought back the multi-tier system, it's now been over a year almost.
Yeah.
The big three in Epcot were Frozen Ever After,
Mm-hmm.
which is a slow ride.
Yeah.
A boat ride.
Remy's Ratatouille, a new,
Mm-hmm.
cool ride, whatever, dark ride. Even Soarin'.
Yeah.
Now we also have Guardians. But man, Epcot has needed Test Track for 2 years.
Yeah.
It has needed it so bad. I think it's going to finally make MultiPass worth it at Epcot. If I was going back to Epcot tomorrow, I would probably not pay for MultiPass.
Yeah, I don't think you're alone in that.
Yeah, it was a waste of money because there's not. You're going to easily get everything done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now with Test Track, I think what it does is it opens more people will go there. Remy's and Frozen won't be as crazy. Now Frozen's always gonna be crazy because of Frozen.
Mm-hmm.
The little girls, little boys, little kids, adults, whoever that loves Frozen, they're going to go to that no matter what. Ratatouille is the one that's going to lose a lot of people now to Test Track in the morning, and it's going to make the park so much better.
Right.
It really is. And so Test Track being back obviously is big because I enjoy going to 65 or 64.9 miles per hour. It's great. But man, it's going to really separate people out. It's going to make life a lot easier at Epcot.
Especially on that side of the park because there's nothing, between Guardians, which honestly, not a lot of people go over there unless you're. The only reason you're going to go over there is if you're going to ride Guardians. Right. I think you could argue that there's other parts of the park that you can just meander through, but there's no food over there, really. There's no other things to see. So unless you're riding Guardians, that side of the park is kind of being wasted. And this is definitely going to change that and bring that back to light for that side of the park.
Yeah. And I hope that this refurb keeps Test Track from going down as often. I know last time we were there when Test Track was open still, Test Track 2.0, it was down, once every 2 hours.
Right.
And we ended up, the way we got, we got on it was just kind of sitting there and just hoping it would come up.
Right.
That some kind of that Disney wisdom of, hey, if it rides down, go hang out because it might open back up and you get in quickly. That's how we got on. Otherwise, we were not going to get in there.
Let's go.
That's what I have for breaking news. Test Track is coming back after a year-long wait, and I think people are going to be excited about it.
Awesome. Yeah, I think so. Well, speaking of rides that are coming back, I've got a little history for you guys. Okay?
You are the history man.
I am a history man. And, raving reviews over the last history segment. Raving reviews. People are talking about it. We got 35 emails about it. I just made that up. I'm going to do something because I do love the history of Disney. And I know that Carter and Jamie do as well. And I know if you're listening to this podcast, either you love the history of Disney, you know the history of Disney, or you want to know more about it.
That's right.
So what I've got is I've got a little, it's kind of a game for you guys. Y'all going to work together on this. This is a podcast game. You're going to work together. Right. Okay.
The big mouse and little mouse.
That's right.
Team it up.
Okay. So when Walt Disney World opened, October 1st, 1971.
That's right.
There were 22 listed attractions. 22 attractions. Okay. Today, there are still 14 of them still open. 14. Okay. We just lost the 15th, which was Frontier Shooting Gallery, and becoming a DVC lounge. But we still have 14. Okay. Y'all's goal as a team, as a podcast, can you name all 14 of them?
All right.
Okay. Now I'm going to give you one because one of them I think is impossible, basically. So you have to guess 13. I'm going to tell you Main Street vehicles was one of the listed attractions that's still there.
Yeah, I wouldn't
That
have
was
said
where my mind went instantly.
Right, of course. If you don't know what the Main Street
As it
vehicles
passes
are,
the windows.
yeah, goodness, these are the things that are on Main Street that the people ride on. Every now and then, there's like a horse-covered wagon,
Mhm.
horses, those kind of things. That was an original attraction that still quote unquote runs today.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna play baseball rules. 3 strikes, you're out.
Okay.
We'll see how many we can get.
All right.
Okay. And let's go. We got 13 to go. What we got?
Carousel of Progress.
Oof, strike 1.
Ooh, right off the bat.
Yes, Carousel of Progress, which you would think is an original Walt Disney World Magic Kingdom ride, was actually, obviously, as everybody knows, well, everybody doesn't know, it was built for New York World's Fair in 1964. Then it was moved to Disneyland. So it was in Disneyland and then moved to the Magic Kingdom in 1975.
Wow.
So 4 years later.
I would not have guessed that.
Yeah. So strike 1, Carousel of Progress, not on the list.
All right, Carter, I'm going to bail us out on here with a couple that I know right off the bat. Haunted Mansion's one.
Haunted Mansion is correct.
Small World.
Small World is correct. Very good. It's a hauntingly beautiful medley.
Yes. And we highlighted this actually last week with Carter's Where Am I section with the Country Bear Jamboree.
Country Bear Jamboree, yes, is on the list.
Okay.
While it's still here, let's shout out Tom Sawyer Island.
Tom Sawyer Island is not
No.
an original
I could
attraction.
have sworn you said it was
Strike
2 weeks ago.
2.
I'm gonna stop talking. I've gotten
Yeah,
2
you need to
strikes.
stop
Yeah,
talking.
2 strikes. This
How
is tough.
about
People are screaming right
how about
now.
Dumbo?
Dumbo
Dumbo's got to be on there.
is an original
Okay.
attraction. I will give you a slight hint.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
I got one.
Okay, great.
Swiss Family Robinson Tree.
The Swiss Family Treehouse is on the list.
Yes.
Very good. So again, just to name the ones you've already named.
So everything I've said has been, everything Carter has said.
That's
Let me,
has
get on,
not
let me get on the
been.
board. Let me get on the board.
Well, hang on. Let's go back through what we've done.
Okay.
Main Street Vehicles, Swiss Family Treehouse, Country Bear Jamboree, Haunted Mansion, It's a Small World, and Dumbo the Flying Elephant.
Okay.
3 of them,
Well, now I'm second guessing myself.
there are 8 left. 3 of them have been renamed since then.
Okay. I'm going Jungle Cruise.
Okay,
Jungle
that's what I was
Cruise,
about to say.
definitely Jungle Cruise is on the board. Very good.
And another one we highlighted last week was the teacups.
Tiki Room.
Teacups.
Very good. Both of those are on the
There you
list.
go,
I'll give them
Carter,
both
pulling
to
out the
you.
Tiki Room.
That's all I got.
Um,
That's all I got.
Now, Tiki Room was originally entitled The Tropical Serenade, by the way. But yes, it was an original one. So you've still got 5 left.
You gave me the treehouse,
I
right?
gave you Treehouse.
So we're not submitting this. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm trying to
Y'all talk. Let's brainstorm a little
Peter
bit, guys.
Pan one.
I don't think it was original to the opening. I really don't. I might be wrong on that, but I don't think it was original. Another just vague one.
Okay.
It would be the railroad all the way around.
The Walt Disney World
'Cause that was a
Railroad
big deal.
is on the list. Very good, Jamie. That is correct. Yeah,
What
that's
about
a good one.
again,
I should have
this-
been doing that every time. Where's the ding?
I'm just talking with my partner here. What about the carousel?
Oh, and we're talking about things that are still there too.
How many do we have left?
Carter, you have 4
4 left.
remaining.
And it's all Magic Kingdom, right?
That is correct. That is the original park.
Go for it, dude. I want you to say it that way. If you're wrong, I can get mad at you.
Should I say Peter Pan or the carousel?
I would lean toward the carousel.
I'll say the carousel.
The carousel. We don't have an X, do we? But it's right. Very
Oh, 3 more.
good. It was originally called Cinderella's Golden Carousel,
Okay.
and they have renamed it Prince Charming Regal Carousel, but it is on the list.
So are there? We've done
left.
pretty well. Are there rides left that we haven't got?
Yes, there are 2 rides and one, I guess I would call it a show.
Okay.
That's a big hint. I think I just gave y'all a huge hint.
Okay. So we get Tiki Room.
I feel like Peter Pan's one of them.
Go for it.
No, you know more than me, so I'm not. If you don't feel good about it, I don't want to. But what other?
Okay. We said Jungle Cruise. Let's go. Oh, no, I don't think Pirates opened that.
Again,
that
for the
year.
listeners, we have Main Street Vehicles, Wall Street World, Walt Disney World Railroad, Jungle Cruise, Swiss Family Treehouse, Tropical Serenade, which is now the Enchanted Tiki Room, Country Bear Jamboree, Haunted Mansion, The Carousel, It's a Small World, Mad Tea Party, and Dumbo the Flying Elephant. Carter incorrectly said The Carousel of Progress. And also, what else did you get wrong, Carter? It was so
Tom
wrong.
Sawyer's
Yeah,
Island.
Tom Sawyer Island. Okay.
I could have sworn you said that was an original attraction a couple weeks ago when you were ranting about
What
it.
about-
Well, I
what
probably
about-
was wrong?
What about the riverboat?
Riverboat? The Rivers America
Yeah.
Riverboat. No, Jamie. That is incorrect. The Riverboat was not original to the Magic Kingdom.
Gotcha.
So that was strike 3. We have 3 left: a show and 2 rides. Carter would have been right with Peter Pan's Flight.
Sorry.
That was correct.
Was-
Now there's still
what
a
about-
ride and a show left.
For this show, is it Hall of Presidents?
Hall of Presidents is the
Wow.
show,
Okay.
and there's one more ride. I'll give you its original name.
Has it? I was gonna say, it's been
Oh,
renamed.
hell, let me give you land. Let me give you land.
Okay.
Give me land.
Tomorrowland.
Is it Speedway? Not the Astro Orbiter.
Not that. It's not Buzz Lightyear. It's not.
Buzz Lightyear was not out in
It's not.
1971.
It's not.
Correct,
the,
Carter.
It's not the. It's not the laugh
People
floor,
Mover.
is it?
It's not Space Mountain.
The laugh floor.
Is it Space Mountain?
No, because that came out in. We did that last week. It wasn't an opening
Let's go with
day.
Tomorrow Speedway. Tomorrowland Speedway, Sam.
Originally called the Grand Prix Raceway, Tomorrowland Speedway would have been the last one. But yes, so
That's pretty
they're-
good.
Still amazing. There's that many attractions
Yeah.
that are still a part of the Magic
Yeah.
Kingdom.
Give them time. They're gonna take them all away.
That ride has been mentioned far too many times on this podcast. By the way,
Yeah, that's
it
right.
comes up way too much.
Hey,
That's
you can
right.
learn as much from what not to do as you can from what to do.
That's a good point. We've talked a lot about what not to do, and that is Tomorrowland
Do
Speedway.
not go to Tomorrowland Speedway.
That's right. All right.
Awesome.
Very good.
That was great.
This is the best day of my life.
We are 4 episodes in, but we are still bringing out the new segments. And the title of this segment is Valid or Invalid.
Ooh.
Very straightforward. I'm going to give you a statement.
Okay.
You have to tell me whether you think the statement is valid or invalid and why.
Hence the name.
Is this-
Valid or invalid.
Right. Is this a statement or like a fact? Are we saying this is true or not?
It's an opinion.
Okay, great.
It's an opinion.
Oh,
So,
good.
Oh, so it's subjective.
so I'm gonna popcorn this. Like I'll give you one, Sam, and then I'll give you one, Dad.
I am kind of hungry.
If you disagree with what the other person says, you can chime in real quick. But I want this to be kind of quick fire. Give me
Quick fire.
yes or no, and then like a 2-sentence blurb.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
Do I have a word limit as well, Carter?
No.
Okay, great. I'll go first.
You want to go first? All right. Sam, valid or invalid? Space Mountain is the worst of the Magic Kingdom mountains.
That is invalid, Carter. And let me explain why. It's a great ride. It's a great ride. It's indoors. Is it slow? It's a little slower than you think it is. It is so fun to ride in that rocket. And I'm wrong.
Erroneous. Erroneous on all accounts.
Oh my gosh.
It is the worst. It's not even close.
Yeah. It's not that it's a bad ride. It's just the other two are so good.
Oh my gosh.
That's where I stand with it.
This has been horrible.
The other
already.
two have been good, but Space Mountain, it's terrible. How do you know if it's even good? You can't see anything.
I don't like this segment. I already don't like this segment. This is no good.
All right, move on.
All right.
Yeah.
Jamie
Crap.
/Dad /Big Mouse. Valid or invalid? The best steak on property can be found at the Le Cellier restaurant in Canada.
I'm going to say that is invalid, Carter, because I'm going to go with the Yachtsman Steakhouse at, where's it at, Sam?
It's in the Disney's Yacht Club.
Yacht Club. Okay, that makes sense.
Hence the name.
As an overall meal, I'll still stick with Le Cellier, but as far as steak for steak, I'm going to go with the Yachtsman. And the service was incredible there. I know it's a higher end place, but I think it's cool because at Disney World, you can still go in there and do shorts and t-shirt and they're going to take your money from you. But steak, straight up, Sam, and I know you're a big steak lover, and I don't think you've been to the Yachtsman yet, but we can fix that. But I'm going to go with the Yachtsman Club.
Okay. I'm going to say it's valid. I love Le Cellier. I love the cave kind of theming. I love the ambiance. Man, every time I've gone, the people that work there, the waiters and the waitresses and the chefs, these Canadians that are there are just obviously just so kind.
Yeah.
They always have a good story. The steak is seasoned perfectly. It is cooked just absolutely spectacularly.
You going filet?
Oh, filet every time.
Yeah.
Also, a little hint during Food and Wine, they have the Le Cellier filet mignons, like the smaller ones.
The medallions. I
The
think they're called.
medallions that you can buy and purchase. Not as good as the one in
Right.
in the cave. But man, let me tell you, Le Cellier, it's valid. It's the best steak in Disney World.
Okay.
Yeah, I always the cool thing about going in there is you feel like you're not in Disney World anymore.
Agreed.
Like you feel like you're in Canada,
Yes.
eh? Sam, valid or invalid? The only correct way to enter the World Showcase is on the Canada side.
In terms of like the best way to enter,
Sure.
I would say that is invalid because I'm not going to enter by Canada because I'm hopefully either at an Epcot resort or taking the Skyliner. So the best way to go into the World Showcase would be through the International Gateway and thus turning right into France.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm going to go invalid with you as well. Unless you're eating in Canada or the UK, why would you even go right? There's nothing over there. There's no attraction. There's no show that's worth going that way for. On the left, the first country you come to is Mexico with the Three Caballeros ride. Way more food options on the left. You have the bakeries from Germany and Norway. Way more options, which is why people typically will go to the left. But Sam, I'm agree with you. Coming in from the back via the Skyliner through the International Gateway is the way to go. I feel like I'm a little bougie when I come in that way.
Valid or invalid? It is a downright disgrace that Rock and Roller Coaster is being overrun by the Muppets.
Invalid. It's time. It's time. We talked a lot about this last episode or episode 2, I think. We're big Muppet fans here, and that's no disrespect to Aerosmith. It's unchanged for the last 15 years.
Yeah.
The same pre-show, and it's good,
But the VIP passes. How are we going to get the VIP passes?
the limo. Even the actress that plays their manager, I think she's like 70 now. I mean, she looks like she's 40.
Well, everybody in Aerosmith looked 70 back then. They're still 70 now. It's
But
crazy.
yeah, it's time. I have no problem with it whatsoever. Because I think the mechanics of the ride itself will remain the same. I'm way more of a Muppets fan than I am an Aerosmith fan, so I'm going invalid.
Yeah, I'm also going to agree with you on invalid there. I think more Aerosmith songs are played during the Rock and Roller Coaster than there are on the radio collectively in America. And that's no knock on Aerosmith because I do like a few of their songs or whatever. But man, like the Muppets need something. Aerosmith is not Disney. Yeah, it's Aerosmith's Rock and Roller Coaster, so it has become part of Disney. But man, it's time. Let's give the Muppets somewhere else to shine.
Yeah.
If they're going to take away Muppet 3D, you got to give them something. And I think Rock and Roller Coaster is the absolute perfect place to put them.
Either Muppets or U2. Take your choice.
Ooh, that is a really high. Can we do that, valid or invalid? Because I've got a lot to say about that.
We'll save that. We'll save that. Sam, valid or invalid?
Okay.
Hollywood Studios is a half-day park.
Oh. What are you thinking about?
This has been kind of a debate in the Disney community lately.
No, it's not.
I have something to say.
Let's hear it.
Hollywood Studios is a half-day park.
Oh my gosh.
At least it can be.
Yeah.
Should it be? No. Obviously, that's invalid. I mean, obviously, it should be a whole day park. But do I feel comfortable enough getting the things done that I would need and my family would need to be successful by 2:00? I'm not saying noon. I'm saying by 2:00.
Yeah.
I think we have never stayed at Hollywood Studios all day. We have never stayed at Epcot all day. We've never stayed at Hollywood Studios all day. And we've always been able to get every ride done. Again, I think there's some great stuff in Hollywood Studios. Is it a full? Of course it's a full day.
Mhm.
It's yes, Carter, it's a full day. Do I feel comfortable that I could get everything done? Yes. I'm also probably not, I'm going to skip probably some of the shows. I'm going to try to get Indiana Jones in if possible.
Yeah.
That's not make or break for me though. So that's 40 minutes done right there. I'm not going to go to the Frozen show, Little Mermaid, Fantasmic. Well, what have I got left? Well, I've got 2 rides in Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster. I've got 3 Toy Story. That's 5 rides. Even 2 in Star Wars Land. That's it. That's it.
But you're
7
forgetting the
rides.
most important thing.
Oh, I guess Mickey and Minnie.
Well, that's a good one too.
Oh, yeah.
But you're
sure.
forgetting a tribute to Walt.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Walt Disney Presents is great.
that's fantastic.
It's
That's
really
always
good.
good.
Of course, it's really good. I'm going to be able to get through a trip to Disney World without going to it, though. I am.
I don't think it's a hot take.
8 rides from 9 to 2 is doable. It's hard, but with a really, really good multi-pass and planning the right way, getting there and rope dropping, you can get 9 rides done by 2 o'clock.
For sure.
Also, there's not really that much food at Hollywood Studios. I'm dying to eat.
No, I'm
either.
with you on that one. Yeah.
Okay, good. There's nothing there. And look, R.I.P. Mama Melrose. And I know y'all didn't like it as much as I did. I love Mama Melrose. It's gone. I love the 50s Primetime Cafe. It's cool. I love it. I love it when they used to be Rooter. That was fun.
Yeah.
There's nothing I'm dying to eat there. So when we went, Jamie, last time we went, you remember we left and we went and ate elsewhere at a
That's
resort.
true. That's true.
So again, you can get it done. I don't like to be rushed. Sure, I'd like a whole day at every park. I'd like 2 days at every park. But if you're telling me, hey, if you, a half day at the park for you to get through all of Disney World, I'm going to do it at Hollywood.
I guess it depends on how many times you want to commit to Slinky Dog and Rise. That's or
Well-
for those thrill people, Tower of Terror.
Okay, but if you're doing that, and I agree with you, Jamie, you're having to stand in line at least once now.
Yeah,
So it's an
yeah.
hour and a half that you're standing in line.
Right.
That's an hour and a half. I could be doing something else. I could be resting. I'm going to be at, this is me though. Again, this is me personally. I'm going to be at Magic Kingdom all day from park open to park close
Yeah.
and probably past park close every single time.
Yep.
Magic Kingdom, it's almost, Animal Kingdom's a rest day for me, right? And then, I don't know. I don't feel the need to be at Hollywood all day.
Can I just say too, you know, you mentioned that it's rare that we stay all night. This last time we went with the college students, I stayed for their closing, not their
Fireworks
fireworks
show.
show,
Yeah.
but their closing show.
Sure.
It was incredible.
Oh, wow.
And I'm not talking about Fantasmic. I'm sure it has a name, but it features all the movies, all the vintage Disney features and TV shows. It was incredible. I almost teared up at a couple parts just because I'd forgotten about some of these, but I highly, highly encourage that. While everybody was in the back from Fantasmic, I was glued right there. It wasn't crowded. You know, they project the images onto the
Theater.
Chinese theater, just like they do on the Cinderella's Castle in Magic Kingdom. It was incredible. So that's just a little bonus.
I think it's called the Wonderful World of Animation.
That sounds right. But there was another one too that they did like an animation one, and they did one that was like real movies too.
That's cool. Again, like, this is me not hating on Hollywood Studios. This is me being a huge Magic Kingdom person.
Mhm.
And there are a lot more must-dos. I feel more connected to Walt. I feel more connected to the history of Disney and Magic Kingdom than I ever will at Hollywood Studios. And again, I'm going to do every ride I can there. I can't believe I left out Mickey and Minnie's. I really do like that ride. But yeah, man, is it a half-day park? Of course not.
Yeah.
Could I do it in half day and be okay? I would be able to survive half day there. It'd be
Okay.
all right.
Nice.
All right.
I'm glad this one landed on you, Dad.
Okay.
The People Mover is the best part of Tomorrowland.
Invalid only because in Tomorrowland resides my favorite attraction in all of Disney World, which is the Carousel of Progress. I can't believe it's taken us 4 episodes for that fact to come out, that how much I love and adore the Carousel of Progress.
Mm.
That being said, I adore the People Mover. That's a great relaxing. That's a great, if it's hot, that's a great, I just need to chill for a second, but I still want to accomplish some things. I love the People Mover. And one of our special moments that we've ever had when we took Carter and Jenna for their first time as a couple, we actually got stuck on the People Mover during the fireworks.
Mhm.
And
Wow.
Carter and Jenna were in the cart before Mrs. Mouse and I, and just seeing them in love for the first time, I guess you could say, with the fireworks going off, it was very romantic. It was very,
Very Disney.
very memorable and very capturing of our trip. And so I will always remember that. But I'm a big, big People Mover fan, but it does not overtake the Carousel of Progress. So invalid.
Yeah, invalid as well. And I love People Mover, but it's the 4th best thing in Tomorrowland.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah. So, I mean, Space Mountain. Again, y'all don't like Space Mountain much. I love Space Mountain. I love Tron. And I love Carousel of Progress probably more than the People Mover. It's still better than Astro Orbiter, which I've never ridden and plan to never ride. So yeah, and they like what the Laugh Floor and Buzz
Right.
Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear.
I mean, my favorite thing, the thing that I want so desperately to do on the People Mover is to see the inside of Space Mountain when the lights are turned on.
Yeah.
So if you don't know, the People Mover is a slow ride where you just go through all of Tomorrowland.
Up high.
Up high. Yeah, you're above Tomorrowland. You're going around. You're going through rides. Yeah, you actually get to go through Stitch's A Great Escape. It's dark. Can't see
Yeah.
anything. But you go through Buzz Lightyear. You see Buzz Lightyear, which is going to be closed, by the way. They're
That's
refurbing that.
That's right.
and you get to go through Space Mountain. How cool would it be to see Space Mountain? Again, for me, I'm not Space Mountain people, but to see the inside of that with the lights on is a dream of mine. I think the People Mover is the ride that I wish I'd gone on more. I'll say that. I wish I'd done it more often.
Yeah.
I love it just because it's just a chill, like just relax for a little bit,
Right.
like kind of regain your bearings and all those kind of things. So
It is frustrating to wait on the People Mover because I hate that people want to go on it as much as I do sometimes.
Yeah.
I want them to get out of my way so I can sit there and enjoy it. But again, that's the great thing about Tomorrowland. The great thing about Magic Kingdom is there's not that bad of a ride there.
Yeah.
Every attraction is worth your
other
time.
than
But Tomorrowland Speedway.
there it is again.
Again, you can watch those poor souls at from
You can smell the asphalt.
from the People Mover. You're like, oh man, another great reminder why I'm not doing that.
Yeah. One extra little tidbit on the People Mover: riding it in the day and riding it at night is
Yeah.
two totally different experiences.
Just like Tron.
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, great point.
Yeah.
Great segment, Carter.
Yeah,
I
good
like
job,
that.
Carter. Like that.
Well, all right.
All right, you know what, you love it. It's everybody's favorite. Time for some blind
Let's
rankings.
get it.
I did not like this last time.
You did not fare well.
I did horrible. last
Mrs.
time.
Mouse took the victory in episode 3.
That's debatable.
No, it's not.
Man, I don't know.
Okay.
Both of y'all were so much better than mine, though. So I'm going to really, really think hard this time.
All
Okay.
right. Well, guys, I want you to blind rank these 5 Magic Kingdom shows. Shows strictly in Magic Kingdom.
Let me take a
I
deep
mean,
breath here.
that's okay. Like this is easy. I mean, there's not really much debate about this. Let's go. This will be easy.
Well, you don't
I'm
know which 5 I
gonna win.
picked.
There's only like 5. I'm gonna win this. Here we go.
Okay.
Got it.
Number 1, Philhar Magic.
I'm going to put this at 3. I think it's very underrated. Number 1, it's in the air conditioning. I do think it's a very underrated show in Disney World. Plus, I'm a big music buff.
Yeah.
It's almost like a nod to Fantasia, with this time Donald taking over Mickey Mouse's role.
That is a really good
Um,
point.
And this was one of the first rides that had the kind of interactive where you got wet.
4D.
Yeah, 4D stuff. And the music's great in it. I'm putting it at 3.
Man, Jamie just convinced me to also put it at 3.
You were going 5 when he
five?
said that too.
I was gonna go 4 or 5, but it's a good point. It is. You can't deny it's an air conditioner. That's
Yeah.
a big plus. Also, like it is very. I love Donald Duck.
Yeah.
So Donald
And
Duck.
he's not featured a whole
No
lot.
man. Donald
Not
having
as much as he should be.
no Donald having his time in the sun is worth it.
Yeah.
So yeah, good.
So we're both at 3.
I'm good with that.
All right, number 2, the Hall of Presidents.
I'm letting you go first on this
Okay.
because I'm really anxious to hear what you say.
Well, I know Jamie's holding out for one of these
Yes, I
to go
am.
at number 1. So I'm going to go Hall of Presidents is number 1.
Mm.
Here's why Hall of Presidents is number 1. Hall of Presidents was something that Walt Disney
Mm.
himself demanded,
Mm.
worked hard on. It was
Yeah.
a big part of Disneyland, big part of Disney World. Walt respected our country, our government. He loved America. And I think you can see that in the time and the care they put into the Hall of Presidents.
Yeah.
I could sit in there for an hour and a half and listen to all of the presidents speak, talk about the history of our country, all of the things they've done. I love that every president gets some kind of recognition during the show. It's an air conditioning. Man, there's not many places in Disney World where people are not solemn, but
Yeah.
respectful.
That's
Mhm.
right.
You go in and everyone there is taking it serious. They're paying attention. You learn something, but like you get to see Lincoln. Like
That's
you get to
right.
see these legends, these people that you'll never personally see. Some of them we've seen pictures of, photos, but most of them were just like paintings.
Right.
You could see them up close, not up close, but you get to see them, hear them, and you get to learn about our country. And I love the Hall of Presidents. I do think it's the number 1 show in Disney.
That
World.
is a Sam Jones attraction if I've
It
ever
is
seen one.
no doubt.
so
I'm a history guy, so yeah, it's
no
right up my
shocker
alley.
there from me.
Yeah.
I think you're trying to trick me, but I'm going to hold out hope. I'm going to put it at number 2. But I echo everything Sam just said. When speaking about Walt and his vision, the Abe Lincoln animatronic was the first animatronic that was ever created for the World's Fair in 1964 in New York. That really launched the whole thing. And for them to come back and take it not only from him, and it was the first animatronic that like stood up. He comes out, he's sitting in the chair and he stood up, and the whole thing expanded from that. It's so honoring no matter what you feel about our country, good, bad, or indifferent, is very, very well done, very respectful. And I'll tell you another little aspect that I appreciate is to watch, there's no doubt there's a lot of foreign people that come through Disney World. I would venture to say that there are more foreigners that will come and watch that show than I see, your red-blooded Americans that watch it, because I think it's that reminder of how great our country is and the things that led to making it that way. Even if you took the animatronics out of it, the way that they tell the story of America in the beginning, man, it's just fantastic. And it's something only Disney can pull off, something like that.
Yeah, I'm glad you said about Lincoln. The first time I went to Hall of Presidents, I was shocked that when Lincoln stood up, it was, for me, such a big moment. It's one I know Henry, it sticks with Henry as well. It is, man, it's just so good.
Yeah.
Man, from front to back, it's a must-see show at Disney World.
Yeah.
All right. Number 3, the Enchanted Tiki Room.
5, Enchanted Tiki Room is not good. It's not worth waiting on.
Why don't you tell us how you really feel?
Well, look, man, I'm being honest here. I went from 1 to 5. It bit me last time.
Yeah.
But man, it's just not great. Look, I know it's original to park. They've rethemed it so many times. We talked about in the last episode that foreign, other Disneylands and Disney Worlds all over have put like Stitch in it or other things. Man, this thing needs a refurb, a refresh. It's just not interesting to me. It's not something I want to sit through. It is a waste of your time.
Yeah. The only thing that I hold on to it is because, again, it's an original. And I just picture what that would have been like, because it started off as a dinner show. And again, if you think about it being done in the mid 60s, I think it's pretty cool. But that being said, not a fan. I can appreciate it. It's not something I want to experience more than once. There are some funny aspects to it, but all in all, definitely 5 for me.
Food would make it better for sure. That'd be the only way you could probably trap me in there, to be fair.
Interesting. All right. Next up, the Country Bear Jamboree.
Well, I knew it was coming. Go ahead, Jamie.
How many do we have left?
You
2
have
left.
Okay. Country Bear Jamboree would have been number 2 for me, but I've already used my 2 with the Hall of Presidents. So I'm going to have to put this at number 4 because I know what you're going to, I know I'm
Country
holding
Bear
out.
Jamboree. You're saying Country Bear Jamboree is the 4th best
Because that's
show.
the spot, that's the highest spot that I have left other than number 1, which if he does not include number 1 for Carousel of Progress, we're going to have a problem. But anyway, Country Bear Jamboree, even with the refurb on it, it's fantastic.
Love it.
Yeah, they honored the old way, but they brought it. It's so funny, man. I love how they kept the same animatronics, but just updated the music. Country Bear, I'm telling you, I could go there from rope drop to the fireworks. I could literally sit there the whole time.
I don't think I could do that, Jamie, but I do love the Country Bear Jamboree. I think the refurb is spectacular. It brings Disney songs, and they're not like super. Now some of they're well known. They're Disney songs. They're not the hit song from every movie though,
Right?
And they do a really good twist on them. Man, all of the bears are still there. It's so well done. So well done. I don't remember what I have left, Carter. I got rid of 5,
1, 3, and 5.
Okay,
so
so
2 and 4.
I'm going 2 here for Country Bear Jamboree. I do think it's the second best show. I think it is a show that I would see twice. And so if I'll see a show twice in a day, that's saying something, because I want to ride rides. It's Magic Kingdom, baby. We rolling,
That's right.
But I do love Country Bear. Henry and Hadley, my kids, they get so much joy out of Country Bear. No one leaves there frowning.
Yeah.
Everybody
don't know
is
how you
out
do
of
that.
there happy. And it's so good. It's number 2.
Yeah. And can I just say how much I appreciate the fact that your kids get it?
Yeah, they get it.
In a world where a lot of kids their age probably wouldn't, like, what in the world's going on? When Big Al comes out, like, what is going on with this guy?
man.
But your kids get it. And I think that's a testament to the raising in the Disney lore that you and Emily are giving them. So
There you go.
All right, Carter, I've
So
got
you've
number 1 left.
You've got 1 left. I've got 4 left. This is going to be controversial.
I've got my knife in my hand. You better tread lightly.
Yeah.
The last one on the list
He's going to say something stupid.
is
Raising the flag or lowering the flag.
the Monsters Inc. laugh floor.
Okay. I feel very comfortable with this being 4. I knew that it could only be, one of three things. And let me just go ahead. The elephant in the room here is Carousel Progress not being here.
Yeah.
That's why Jamie saved one. And I really do appreciate Carousel Progress. I really do. I'm going to say something that's going to make Jamie real mad. But Emily knows it's true, so I can't lie. I have fallen asleep in the Carousel Progress at least 3 times.
Wow.
And that's not because it's not amazing.
Yeah.
Because the groundbreaking 20-ish minute show that it is, what it did, what it showed the world
That's
is
right.
not lost on me.
That's right.
I'm also usually going there at noon to 1:30.
It is
I am
always so cold in
exhausted.
there.
It is so cold and I love it. I love every second of being in there. So yeah, it's perfect for me and what I need at that time.
Yeah, we're not talking about Carousel Progress.
I know,
right
that's
now,
right.
though.
But Magic, man, Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. What another just absolute waste of time. So I feel great about that. Look, man, Monsters Inc. deserves better, and thank goodness they're getting better at Hollywood Studios. I hate that it's at the expense of the Muppets. My hope is that this ride will close. I hope it's gone once they open Monsters Inc. Over in Hollywood. They don't need this in Magic Kingdom anymore. It doesn't make it does not make sense theme wise. It's not Tomorrowland. Get rid of it. Bye-bye.
I have to justify this to myself that I've saved my number one spot for it. And this is what I'll say. You will never go to 2 of those and it be the same.
I would never go to one.
If you don't know, it's basically the same show and the same idea, but the jokes that are used are from the crowd. And so by that standard, it's a different show every time you go.
It's monsters doing stand up.
That's right.
Oh man,
Doing
what
stand-up
fun.
comedy, yeah.
Magic Kingdom.
It's
What's
very-
Nothing
it's-
else Tomorrowland like.
It's
Monsters
very
doing
well
stand-up.
done, but it's definitely would not be my number one. Country Bear
Sounds
would
like
be.
it. Sounds
Country
like it's your
Bear
number one.
would be
Yeah.
my number one, but I was holding out for the Carousel. But Carter disappointed me.
I think Carter played the game. I think yet again, well, not yet again, 'cause I got absolutely smoked last time. But I feel confident that I'm the winner
Yeah,
here,
you
and that's
got it.
okay with me.
Yep.
Jamie, I understand you're hoping out, going out for Carousel Progress. It makes
Yeah.
total sense.
And
Not
he
your
knew
fault.
I would do that too.
He did. Hey, he did it for the clicks, man.
That's right.
It seems like every time we do this, someone's the scapegoat. Someone always just has a horrible list.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine.
It's usually me, but
Let us know whose list you agree with more, and give us your own list as well.
Yeah, I'd love to hear your list.
Yeah.
I could watch that all day.
All right, Carter,
Yeah.
Jamie, we're gonna do another new segment.
Man,
Not that our old segments are bad; they're great. Man, like a little fresh blood, baby.
Yeah.
A little
nothing
blood
wrong
in
with
the
that.
water.
Nothing wrong
we're
with
keeping
that.
it. We're keeping it fresh.
Keeping it fresh. I think you're gonna like this one. This one I'm calling timeline.
Okay.
Okay, timeline. So what timeline is? I'm gonna give you 5 attractions,
Okay.
5 rides, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna put them in order from the shortest to the longest in terms of length of time of the attraction. Okay, shortest to longest
Of the actual ride.
of the actual ride.
Okay, I'm with
Yeah,
you.
of the actual ride. So when
Okay.
you get
Shortest to longest.
shortest to long, you get in to when you get out.
Got it.
Okay, here we go. 5 things. May play along at home. I think y'all have a good idea on some of
You're
these.
gonna give us all 5 at one
I'm
time.
gonna give you all 5.
All right.
Here we go. Peter Pan's Flight,
Okay.
Tomorrowland Speedway.
Okay.
It's a podcast favorite. Tiana's Bayou Adventure,
Right.
Magic Carpets of Aladdin,
Okay.
and then Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
All right.
Yet again, Peter Pan's Flight,
We got this, Carter.
Tomorrowland Speedway, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, Magic Carpets of Aladdin, and Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Shortest to longest.
Shortest
So-
has to be Aladdin.
I was gonna say Aladdin or Peter Pan.
No, it's Aladdin. It's
Okay.
got to be Aladdin.
I feel good about that. So we'll say number 1. So 1 is fastest or 1 is slowest?
Slowest.
One is slowest.
Okay, so we'll say Magic Carpet.
Okay. 2's got to be Peter Pan.
Or one is the quickest. Yes, you're right. So okay, so you're saying Magic Carpet is the quickest.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
Peter Pan at 2.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go Speedway or Big Thunder.
I haven't ridden Tiana's.
It's pretty long. I think that's the longest one, to be honest with you. Speedway.
By the
or
way,
Big
while these two are
Thunder.
thinking, let me tell you a quick story about Magic Carpets of Aladdin.
Okay, go ahead.
Last time we went, we were up getting onto the Magic Carpets, and 2 Magic Carpets in front of us, Aladdin actually got in
Himself.
and
that's
rode
right.
it. And I don't think I've ever been more jealous of someone in my life.
Yeah.
I wanted to ride with
He
Aladdin.
has a little hat on and everything.
Oh my gosh, he was so
That's
jacked.
awesome.
It was like an adult was so happy to ride with Aladdin.
Yeah.
That's the dream. By the way,
That's
the
because
dream.
nobody wanted to take their picture with him, so he
That's-
decided to get.
He was bored. I think he was bored. Like, I don't want to ride a ride, man.
Uh,
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
all right, Carter, you think Speedway,
So y'all said
Or Big Thunder.
to refresh. Y'all said
Aladdin?
Magic Carpet Aladdin is the quickest.
Yep, Peter
And then
Pan.
you said Peter Pan second quickest. Okay.
I'm gonna go Big Thunder next, Carter.
Yeah, I think it's between that and Tomorrowland Speedway. It really does take a long time to get through that ride.
I'm gonna say Big Thunder Mountain at 3, Speedway at 4, Tiana at 5.
You are correct.
Sounds
Boom,
done right there.
baby.
Five.
That's done.
Okay, Magic Carpet Aladdin, 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Okay.
Peter Pan's Flight, 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, 3 minutes and 25 seconds. That is a long,
For
that's
a
a
roller
long
coaster,
ride.
it really
that's a
is.
very good, man.
That's
That's
some of
just
the
an
best
amazing
3
ride.
minutes and
It,
however long.
I mean, it's the wildest ride in the wilderness, man.
That's right.
Third was tomorrow. Or sorry,
Big Thunder.
fourth. Yeah, fourth was Tomorrowland Speedway at 4 minutes and 45 seconds. The worst 4 minutes and 45
longest.
seconds of Disney
What,
World.
4 hours.
Yeah. And then finally, Tiana's Bayou Adventure. 11 minutes. Very long.
It's a long one. Man.
Again, it's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
They did a
The
great
refurb
job.
is good. The refurb is good.
Very good.
Don't listen to haters. It's great.
That's right.
You're going to bring some harder stuff next time.
Yeah, I'm very pleased the way you guys did that.
Hey,
I'm
can we just enjoy the victory?
yeah.
I like to be challenged.
I thought you
That's
did a
why,
really
that's
good
why the
job.
Pacers are going to Game 7.
That's
Oh
right.
my gosh.
Yeah, but great job, guys. So first time with timeline.
Great segment.
Thought
dude.
that was good.
Yeah.
I am wonderful.
Okay. We are going to end this episode 4 with our draft, which is one of our favorite segments that we do. Today's episode is going to pit Carter versus Sam. You are drafting, fellas, team captains from the Disney Kingdom.
Sam, you've been talking a lot of smack all night.
Yes.
I feel really
You better
good about
be ready
this
to back
one.
it up.
I
So I
feel
got some-
let me
really
clarify.
I got some heavy hitters too.
Let me clarify. If you had a sports team and you needed a leader for your team, I'm not talking about sports talent. Okay.
Sure.
So take that out. I'm talking about a unifier of people,
Yes.
a leader for your team,
Yes.
the rally possum of your
You were describing
crew.
You were describing my prospects.
You're describing all
perfectly.
three of mine.
Okay. Well, let's get busy. And just for the record, we are ruling out any Marvel or Star Wars characters. We're going straight Disney characters.
So when you wonder why Captain America wasn't drafted, that's why.
right. Or Hulk or anybody like that. Okay.
I'll even let you go first, Sam.
Sam, you have the first pick.
'Cause
Carter will pick.
Because I want 2 and 3. I want 2 back.
I
to
was
Carter's
back.
going to
really-
pick second and third.
Well,
back to Sam.
I know
And-
that Carter is not going to pick any of mine anyway.
Okay.
I think we're on totally different wavelengths on
We'll
what
see. We'll
the team
see.
captain.
Okay, let's go. Your first pick.
Okay. Pick 1A. The number one pick is Mickey Mouse. This is a Disney World podcast.
Sure.
How can you not pick Mickey Mouse?
MIC
K-E-Y. He has a club, Carter.
Oh,
He has a club. He is the leader of the club. Here's the thing about Mickey Mouse, though. I think he wears different shirts, right? He looks good in everything.
That's
Yeah,
true.
he has a uniform, but this dude's a team player. All right. He's always willing to help. That's what he does in all of his shows, all of his movies. He is the guy that everyone turns to when there's an issue, when there's a problem. Mickey Mouse solves it. There's no Goofy. There's no Donald. There's no Minnie. There's no Daisy. There's none of this. None of the characters you're about to say are there without Mickey Mouse. He is the leader that every other Disney leader strives to be.
and it was all started by.
A mouse.
That's tough, Carter.
Play my music. What's better than a club?
Oh boy.
A tribe. I don't know.
A kingdom. Give me Mufasa.
He's dead.
The host just absolutely.
He made it 15 minutes in the movie.
We're redoing that.
He's
No.
dead.
I don't have a skull.
You know what's better than a clubhouse? A kingdom. Give me Mufasa.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
You want to judge success and leadership and command over his people? Look what happened as soon as he was gone.
oh, good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was killed, but that's because he was. If Mufasa doesn't die, there is no movie.
Wow.
Good
This
point.
is getting deep.
This is true, Carter. Whoa.
Simba doesn't become who he is if Mufasa stays alive, because he stays this little punk kid who doesn't want to learn his lessons.
He was the worst.
Right? He was forced to grow up because Mufasa was killed. So even in his afterlife, he's still leading.
Remember.
One of the James Earl Jones, one of the greatest scenes in all of Disney movies. Remember who you are.
Yeah.
That's
I
true.
won't
Is
argue
Mickey Mouse
that.
dropping bars like that?
Mickey doesn't die, so there's that.
Again, I'll just say this. What happened as soon as he was gone?
Yeah. It all fell apart.
Everything went to crap.
Yeah, it's true.
Are you countering in? I did not see the Mufasa.
Really good
Prequel.
movie. I really enjoyed
Are
it.
you
by the
are
way.
you factoring that in at all, or
No.
did you see it?
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Oh, it was really good. Y'all both should see it. I'm
Okay.
being dead serious. And I don't like live action movies like that. It's really, really good.
To your point of only being in there for 15 minutes, that was the best 15 minutes of the movie. When he's sitting over the thing on the rock, talking to his son about everything
That's sweet.
everything they own.
He is Jamie. Big Mouse. He is talking about you right now. I mean, he is wanting a father-son moment.
He says everything.
Remember
He's trying to teach his son how to be great.
how to be a man.
Can you teach someone how to be great if you're not great yourself?
"Wow,
Wow.
whoa, okay,
I rest my case.
okay, pretty good."
I apologize for my response.
Yeah.
What is your second?
My second pick.
round?
We're doing three rounds.
That's
Three
correct.
rounds.
Okay. I just need you guys to hear me out on this.
We're already a reach.
Am I
We're
gonna
reaching
laugh?
on ground two.
With the second overall pick in the team captain draft, I'm selecting out of Monsters University, Mike Wazowski.
Okay.
Does the dirty work, gets none of the recognition.
So he's not a leader.
Solely takes all the credit for the hard work that Mike does. That's a leader. A leader doesn't have to be the best. A leader doesn't have to be the most talented. A leader is about your character and who
It's
you
true.
are.
Okay.
Let's go back to the second movie. Let's look at the lineup of Uzma Kappa. You got Don, Mike himself, Sully, and then those other bozos. Nobody gave them a chance. Nobody said they could do anything in the scare games. Uzma Kappa had never won the scare games before. It's always, roar Omega roar.
What?
That's the big dogs on campus. Everyone expected them to win.
Yeah.
But through Mike's leadership, they pulled out the upset. You don't just do that. You can't argue with facts. You can't argue with results.
Okay.
From the day
Yeah.
he stepped foot on campus,
The day.
he got overlooked. What are you doing in the scare program? I'm here to be great. That's what he said. And great he was.
Did you watch this movie right before you came over here?
No.
Dude, I must need to watch this movie.
It's just a great movie.
You have obviously
You love Monsters Inc. You should watch Monsters University.
I like the old lady. Wazowski. That's the best part of the movie.
But
Okay. All right. Well, hey.
I
Carter,
can keep going, but
Mike Wazowski.
I'll turn it over.
Yeah. Turn over to me. Round two. I'm kind of vacillating between three spectacular picks. I'm going to go with an easy layup. Something you call a slam dunk. I'm going with the greatest Pee Wee hockey coach of all time. Gordon Bombay, baby.
Oh, the Ducks.
Dude, he's the coach of the Mighty Ducks. The Mighty Ducks franchise, for all of those, obviously you have to be over a certain age to really appreciate the Ducks and what they did for hockey in America. And I'm actually not even joking. I mean, a legit professional hockey team
Right.
was started from
That's
this.
true.
That Disney co-owned, they were
Yeah.
somehow involved
And,
in, was because of this. And Gordon Bombay is the leader. Led by one of the greatest actors of our generation as well, Gordon Bombay.
Emilio Estevez.
Yeah, Emilio Estevez. Martin Sheen's son, by
That's
the
right.
way.
Charlie Sheen's
Charlie
brother.
Sheen's brother. Crazy. Thank you, Emily. Shout out to Emily for teaching me that many years ago. In the first Mighty Ducks, we see that Gordon Bombay is in trouble. He begrudgingly has to coach these youths. I mean,
right.
they're just awful. They're an awful hockey team. And Gordon doesn't really know how to coach them. He doesn't know how to teach them. But Gordon does what great leaders do. He finds a mentor. He goes to Hans. All right. Hans tells Gordon, you used to be one of these kids. I don't think he said that. It's not a direct quote from the film. And they are films. These are not movies. These are films. But Hans basically gets Gordon on the right path. Gordon was trying to use cheap shots and tricks to try to win these games. And it took a young man named Charlie Conway to set him right.
That's right.
And he was going to quit. He was done. You know, he had his limo driver. He was all high and mighty, the big high-priced attorney. But you know what? He went to Mr. Ducksworth, and he said, "Quack, quack, Mr. Ducksworth, quack, quack," because he knew what was right. He stood for what was right. And in the end, he got the worst hockey team. If you watch these dudes play hockey in Mighty Ducks 1, I know it's fake. They're horrible. There's no way they should win that final game. There's no way. He gets his team in a situation where Charlie Conway, he teaches Charlie Conway the triple deke. That was his shot.
That was a signature move.
Yeah, and they score. Right? And I could get into Mighty Ducks 2, which is the superior of all three of the films, and the way in which he leads Team USA to glory.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yet again, what, guys, he has some issues, all right? He gets blinded by fame. But what good leader doesn't go through problems and struggles? Right? Gordon Bombay is probably the greatest coach and the greatest leader in all of Disney history.
Okay.
Anything to say to that, Carter?
You just gave a bunch of names, and I kind of got lost. But what I heard was he learned everything from somebody else. So it's not even, he's not a natural leader. He had to learn it. That's all I needed to know. So
Okay.
Go ahead with your next pick.
I hear you. Pick 3. This is going to be one kind of off the wall a little bit. Tiana.
Oh.
All right, Tiana
a good
from
pick.
The
I
Princess and the
consider
Frog. Big Tiana fan. Love the movie. Love
Shout out New Orleans.
the ride. Love the ride. Let me tell you about Tiana. Tiana's hardworking.
Yeah.
She's motivated. She's goal oriented. Like, she knows what she wants.
Yeah.
And she's willing to do anything and everything to do it. Right? Throughout the film, she is doing literally, I mean, golly, what does she want to do, Carter? What does she want to do? She just wants to have
Open
a
the
kitchen,
rest-
right?
Yep,
Wants
that's
a
right.
restaurant. And she's willing to do anything and everything. And yeah, she's struck with the curse. She gets turned into a frog. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Does Tiana give up?
Nope.
No, Tiana doesn't give up. Let me give you a quote from The Princess and the Frog. She says, "Fairy tales can come true, but you got to make them happen. It all depends on you."
Mm.
Another quote, "The only way to get what you want in this world is through hard work."
Mm.
That's a dadgum leader.
That's right.
That's a dadgum leader. Tiana, great leader.
What I'll say about her, just to go against what you said, everything she did was rooted in what she wanted. I don't know how effective she would be as leading other people.
Did she not get the prince to do what she wanted? Did she not lead the
For
prince?
her own gain?
For his game too. I believe they ended up very happy.
That's because it's a Disney movie.
Well, this is a Disney podcast, so.
It's fair.
All right, Carter, who'd you pick?
I'm going to go with Colonel Hathie from The Jungle Book.
Yes. You've won the draft.
Who, if you could pick any animal to be a leader in a military force, what animal would you pick?
Because
And
of
why
where
is it
you,
the elephant?
yeah.
Is he the most popular person in the movie?
No.
No,
Does he show up when you need him?
You bet.
Yeah.
leaders
Yes.
aren't always popular. Good leaders are not always popular.
Exactly.
They're going to have their haters.
But why is it that the biggest, strongest, smartest animals follow this guy? He must be doing something right. His military strategies, his leadership.
Attention to detail.
Yeah, this pick really speaks for itself.
Let me tell you what I think. I think he's trying to appeal to me because he knows I love the Jungle Book.
And that's great. I think that's a really good way. A good leader would do that. So great job, Carter.
And
Kudos.
He carried a big stick,
Kudos to you.
Right.
He did.
literally, in his trunk.
Great
Draft, guys. We'll let the people decide.
You got to pick a winner.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Carter on
Yes.
this one. Yeah, just because he was so passionate about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Carter credit, man. No, he was very, very excited about his picks. I think I fumbled the bag, and that's okay. I did talk a lot of smack about this.
He did.
Okay.
And again, I think for those Mighty Ducks lovers, they're gonna see the value in a Gordon Bombay pick.
Undefeated in drafts, by the way.
Are you?
I think I am.
Your saving grace, Sam, is that coming up next is episode 5. So
We already have a great
redemption.
draft lined out for that one.
That's right.
I'm excited.
Speaking of, we're just going to wrap this up. This is episode 4. We've had a great time. We hope you've enjoyed. I hope you've been able to join in on the fun with us. And please, as always, comment on any of the social media aspects that we feature, as well as on the streaming services. We welcome all comments and questions. You can always email us at tbmh25@gmail.com. and we look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for spending your time with us. We will see you soon for episode 5. Have a great day.